Hello and welcome back to the second installment of Basics of Banking series presented by the Banking Drive Committee of Symbiosis School of Banking and Finance. Today we will be covering the topics of functions of banks and the type of bank accounts. Function of banks. Banks have primary and secondary functions. Primary functions include accepting deposits and granting of loans and advances. So when it comes to accepting deposits, it is a very basic yet important function of any commercial bank because it helps in mobilizing public funds. It gives a safe place for the depositors to keep their savings, and it helps in giving interest on these savings to these depositors. Granting of loans and advances. So banks provide loans for both short-term and long-term needs of the borrowers, and these borrowers can repay these loans in installments. Secondary functions include utility and agency functions. Agency functions range from transfer of funds, collection of checks, the collection of payments, and portfolio management. When it comes to utility functions, it includes the locker facility a bank gives, underwriting of shares, issuing letter of credit, and any social welfare programs. Types of bank accounts. The types of bank accounts which would be covered are the savings account, current account, fixed deposits, and the recurring deposit account. So a savings account is open to earn interest on the balance maintained. This account is opened with the objective of storing money in an electronic form. Most savings accounts are used for multiple purposes like paying bills, quick transactions, and easy credit. It offers high liquidity but however has a cash withdrawal and transaction limit to promote digital payments. Banks provide an interest rate which is slightly higher than inflation. Public sector banks provide around 4%, whereas private sector have around 6 to 7% of interest rate. Secondly, the current account is also known as a demand deposit account and is meant for businessmen to conduct their business transactions smoothly. There are no restrictions on the number of transactions in a day. Banks also give an overdraft facility for these businessmen, and there is no minimum balance required to be maintained, unlike the savings account. But a disadvantage of the current account is that banks do not pay any interest on these accounts. Next, we will talk about the fixed deposit account. It is a great way to grow your savings with utmost safety. Once the amount has been locked in at a specific interest rate, it remains unaffected by further changes in interest rate or market fluctuations. Thus, you can get guaranteed returns on your deposit, and you can choose to get your interest on a periodic basis or at maturity. You can deposit in a fixed deposit account for a period starting from 7 days up to 10 years. The longer the period, the higher the interest rate, and the interest rate is usually from 4% to 7.5%. Usually, the defining criteria of a fixed deposit is that the money cannot be withdrawn before maturity, but you may withdraw after paying a penalty. Lastly, a recurring deposit account provides customers with the flexibility to invest an amount of their choice each month and save money with ease. The amount of money you choose to deposit every month can be as little as Rs 100, and the tenure can be from 6 months to 10 years. The interest rate is around 3.5% to 8.5%, and the rate of interest is equal to that offered for a fixed deposit and is hence higher than any other savings scheme. Recurring deposit schemes aim to inculcate a regular habit of saving among the public. Premature and midterm withdrawals are not allowed. However, the bank may allow to close the account before the maturity period, sometimes with a penalty for a premature withdrawal. Here, I conclude with the topics function of banks and types of bank accounts. In the next week, we will venture into the different departments of a bank. Until then, please like and share this video, and do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching and stay safe.